channel, so we had Double Breezy in the comments. I had to block his ass because as I'm getting older, no, I will challenge the dude, but it's just that I don't want to get anything happen to my channel. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So he's sitting here talking about that. First of all, Umar Johnson is a dark skinned mixed race person. I already exposed it, and shout out to Jamal Johnson, his father, who's light skinned, green eyes. Um, I always said that his son is jealous of him because he didn't come out and look like his daddy, okay? That's why it's all pink American bullshit. And let me explain, and the idiot don't talk about Double Breezy don't understand, okay? Those Afrocentric bullshit, segregation bullshit folks are paid by the Ku Klux Klan. We have a right to reject their nonsense because we're, first of all, so-called black Americans are multi-generational mixed race people. I think that, and I do believe, if majority of so-called black Americans acknowledge they African, European, in addition all together, you will be fully complete of who and love who you are because it wasn't for and be nasty. Black dick pussy, white dick pussy, and this dick and pussy in your family tree, you wouldn't be here. The United States classification falsely classified our people as pure black for exploitation and oppression. So when African American people, whether mixed race black or pure black, was fighting for their rights, here comes this back to African bullshit that was paid by the Klan, paid by white supremacists. Here come later on after segregation was sadly legalized. You had the Marcus Garvey, paid by a Klansman, and frauding people. When you have Nation Islam, paid by the Klan. Okay, but H.L. Hunt was the man who's playing. So you have young, dumb people who don't do their research and don't wonder why that I don't go along with that bullshit. They are trying to say we self-hating for not. The self-hating claim saying you're not in your place that the white man put you in. Remember they had a disease called Drapetomania, Drapetomania, a slave that wanted to be free. They diagnosed it as a disease, saying that a slave should not. So anytime you fight for your freedom, they come up with these terms saying you hate yourself or you're not being in your place. So right there, they already knew. Just go ahead and not argue because I'm getting close to 50 years old. Willing me arguing with somebody and losing my temper and all my energy behind somebody who being ignorant. Okay, that's the facts. And we have Dr. Uma. I'm glad he brought his ass up. I'm glad that people are getting frauded by this dude because anytime you go get your freedom and you listen to lies that was used to oppress you, you deserve to have your ass scammed. Okay? And the same thing with DNA testing. You have Susan Wachowski's sister. This is the month that she died. Talking about Susan Wachowski. When she died on my birth month, okay, last year, okay? Her sister, Annie ain't okay. Can I use my mic? Annie ain't okay. She not okay. Her 23andMe company is now getting investigated for scam and other. Go look it up. I don't make this shit up. Annie Wachowski getting the shit thrown at her. That these DNA, ethnic, racial based cases are fraud. And it's sad that people ignore the truth because biologists came out and said the DNA tests are not real when it comes to race. It's only real when it comes to families. It's just like baby mama, baby daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your grandma. That's the only time it's real. It's not real on race. So, when people are now mad that Susan Wachowski's company, her sister, Annie ain't okay, Annie Wachowski's company is getting investigated. They're trying to stop this company, and they want to after other companies that done this. I'm laughing because y'all listen to lies that you want to consider true. I know I'm cursing. I'm not being a true Catholic Christian. But the Bible say people suffer due to a lack of knowledge. How many times we have told these ignorant ass people that the DNA tests are not real? And let's use somebody famous. For example, Jessica Alba. You know damn well she has black ancestry on her Mexican side, right? She played Honey. They didn't pick some high yellow sister who put in Aaliyah. They were trying to get to Roger B. Henson. They did not. They chose Jessica Alba. Hollywood saw them black ass features, her big lips, her nose before she had surgery. I see she got surgery done. Talking about Jessica Alba. Saw them black features when she was on Dark Angel. Remember she was on Dark Angel? And her mother is white, her father is Mexican American Afro mestizo. He has Spaniard, indigenous, and black ancestry. People assume based on ignorance that she was Puerto Rican or Cuban or Dominican. No, she's Mexican and white, Anglo-Saxon. She's mixed. Okay. Why did Hollywood chose to pick her to play Honey McDaniels, a high yellow sister who taught people how to dance and had dance school, the white manager didn't want. And that movie reminded me of the white manager of the Tyler and show Madoji, well, I can't say her name, the African South African woman who actually promoted here, not Tyler, but they wanted to put a sick agenda. Remember, she chose not to sleep with talking about Jessica Alba's character chose to see that white man. So what he did, he used Katrina the thought to come in, try to take over Genuine's video. Remember, I forget. She had kids and everything. He told Katrina the thought the hoe. The one that had a weed snatched out. Okay, in the club. I'll never forget the thought the hoe was chosen to be the choreographer of Genuine's video. I'll forget that. Okay, remind me of the white manager in that Tyler versus because that's what he did to her to a show, but Madoji, I can't say her name correctly, who is a talented South African woman who shows true African culture, not thought culture. So she chose not to go with the agenda, and she chose not to sing her songs in English, and she did a song for John Cena, and that when a white man came in, and who was her manager, Garth, I can't say his name, Van something, he's born in Zimbabwe, and he chose not to promote show and chose to promote Tyler, and next thing you having water challenges and girls singing song Make Me Hotter, like Make Me Water. We know we're talking about water. We ain't talking about, we're talking about no actual water, we're talking about some sex water. We know exactly what we're talking about. Trust me, I know she being freakish. And she like a doggone teenage girl, and you have young girls watching this. No, hell the fuck no. Hell no. Bet now my daughter better not watch that shit, even sing that song. I don't believe with the kid, but you ain't watching this shit. Hell no. Okay? So, going back to Jessica Alba. Why they used her phenotype to play Honey? Because they saw black features. Before she had a little surgery. I seen her nose look different now. Her little Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson surgery. She had a wide nose, big lips. She like a yellow bone sister in the hood somewhere. Y'all forget she part Mexican, part white, right? And when she did her DNA test on Lopez night, it said she was only white and American. Spaniard and American. Remember, she's not all Spaniard because her mom was Anglo-Saxon. They forgot about that. And she had all black and Asian. Here it is 2014 on Find Your Roots. She go on Huey Loud Ass Gay Junior Show on PBS, and at 2.4% African. How the fuck that happened? So DNA test 2009 was not real. It was everybody. People, I would tell people Mexican had black blood. Well, she had no black in her. Well, her DNA test says she did, and you know. So how her DNA test was from her being only European and indigenous to having black, Arab, I think she had some Asian, in her second DNA test. So what the hell happened? Contradiction. And there we go. So Double Breezy is going along the DNA test and saying he this and that, and what I told you, this DNA test based on race is what? Another form of blood quantum and caste system racism. Saying if you're close to European, you're better. If you're close to Africa, indigenous, you're at the bottom. Okay? I have said that, and you see it in the mixed race community, because I remember I've been in the mixed race community before this young and came in. Okay? Back in the 90s, if you had mixed ancestry, I was with Interracial Voice. Yeah, Interracial Voice. And many other mixed race people pushing. See, you don't know he's talking to a pioneer. We were pushing to put the mixed race categorization in 2000s, in year 2000. Yes, we did. Unfortunately, LULAC, NAACP, Urban League, NASA Casa Raza, Urban League, Asian League, American Indian Movement, all these minority rights groups came in and said no. And President Clinton and the U.S. Bureau, Census Bureau, excuse me, decided to check more than one box. So that's why we're able to check more than one box. This youngin don't know who the hell I am. This youngin want to talk all that bullshit to me, but you're talking to an elder who been in the mixed race before your bitch ass was even alive. So I think you need to pipe it down, okay? Because I ain't coming, like I said, I have a right to go against these things because blood quantum, especially in the Native American community, and I mean to Native American too, and all that bullshit was to cause conquer divide. Instead of uniting mixed race people of every phenotype together, you want to use white supremacy talking points and then try to say I'm self-hating. No, you can say I have drapetomania, drapetomania. I don't have self-hate. Okay, yes, I have drapetomania because I like freedom. I like to do what the fuck I want to do without nobody in my fucking business. And since I do come from African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, Native American, it took them dicks and pussies to make me here. I have a right to rep who I am. So guess who's proud of who they are? Me. Thank you.